Welcome. Thank you so much for being with me here today, once again, on this Sunday. And welcome into your Sacred Sunday message. And I feel such joy every time I open up my message to you, the message from Spirit. I feel gratitude, I feel love, and I feel peace. I thank you all so much for trusting me to deliver these beautiful messages so we can learn and grow. This is a channel for you and for me, and it feels very much like we are protected. In fact, today, the first, when I woke up, I felt Archangel Michael. And so I immediately went for my Archangel Michael cards. And I let Spirit guide me to which cards we're going to use today and what messages are coming through. The cards are a tool. The message is intuitive and is energetic in a beautiful way for all of us. Let's take a quick moment to breathe in and out, to clear the space, to clear the energy around you, to allow this beautiful message to come through, to resonate with you where it's supposed to. And while we're breathing, I'm just going to say a quick prayer and a word of thanks to Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for being here, for giving us your time, your wisdom, your energy, for sharing with us love and unconditional, non-judgmental energy to move us through our path. With much appreciation, love and light, thank you. That felt good. I don't remember what my life was like before I became more in tune with my spiritual journey. It feels like that was, I don't even know if I had a life before that. This is so important to me. And our spiritual beings, we are eternal. We are a life force that never dims out. Our soul is eternal. And so I feel like today, this message is very celestial, maybe heavenly, if you will, definitely very soulful. Okay, this channel, these messages on Sundays are always to the heart and soul. And so I want to start off with our Archangel Michael cards. Typically I don't, for some reason, but I'm going to today. Bear with me while I sip my water. My throat gets really dry when I give messages. But it's also because I feel that something is really important that needs to be said to all of you. And that's when I feel like this, like that thing in my throat where I can't get it out fast enough. There's an important message. They're all important. But I feel like today somebody needs to hear that they are protected, that they are safe. I feel like when fears pop up, they come up and we feel overwhelmed with worry. That is the human side of us, the part of us that is human nature to worry. The spiritual side of us fear is foreign to the spiritual side of us. It is not authentic. We were not created to be beings of fear. And so whoever out there is worrying a lot right now, know that you're coming through this, whatever this is. And I feel it. I feel like something is coming to a head. Like, because I'm seeing a tornado in my visual here. So chaotic energy. And it feels like the message here right now, before we do the messages, is that when that funnel goes off somewhere else, you are still standing. Your soul, your spirit, your energy, you are still standing. The destruction that a tornado causes is usually pretty bad. But guess who's still standing? That's really emotional for me. I don't know, it feels, wow. Whew. Give me a sec. That's why Archangel Michael's here. Somebody is going through something very worrisome. It feels like you're getting down to the wire is what I'm hearing. Getting down to the wire. And you need help. You need to be rescued. You need the hand of God to come down and lift you up out of the mire, out of the worry, out of the kind of locked in perception you have. And so I feel like Archangel Michael's trying to say, this is not permanent. Will you allow yourself to believe that you will still be standing after the storm? Because you're bigger than any storm. Your energy is lighter. I just saw a picture in my head, a visual of your divine creator kissing you on the forehead. This is, wow. Very, very loving energy, protecting. I can't get this out. My throat is sort of closing in, and I know when that happens that this is because the message and the energy is so overwhelming. It's good energy. It's good. The protection around you may not feel like it right now, but it is. And your energy to pull yourself out of this and into where it is that you need to be, it is a certainty. You just have to believe it. You have to feel it. And you have to know it. You know that there's a quote, very famous quote from that movie Jerry Maguire, "Show me the money." And he was so intent on, yeah, you know what, I'll cooperate, but show me the money. But here's the thing with that, show me the money. I feel like literally some of you are like, God, where's the money? I need it. I need it bad. I'm in a bad situation, da da da. But it's not only that. It's God or your divine creator saying to you, show me what you got. Show me what you're made of. Because I made you. I know what you're made of. Do you know what you're made of? Do you know that you can surmount any situation? Do you know that? You are more powerful than you believe, and I believe that with everything I have inside of me. We all need that reminder. I truly believe that the world, with the negativities, with the crises, with things that go on, sort of allows those situations to condition themselves to stay stuck, to throw your hands in the air, to lay down in your path, to give up. You are not that person. You are not that energetic being. Let me see what Archangel Michael has to say. Honor and trust your feelings. Honor your feelings. Your innermost feelings, your truth, your soul. Honor that. This is who you are. You cannot, people in the world, in your environment, in your family, wherever, whether they intentionally mean to or not, it's sort of like we allow them to condition us. Sometimes we don't have control, like when we're kids and our parents, we're influenced heavily by our parents. But as we're older and we grow and we know that deep inside we didn't deserve to be sort of trained to believe that we were worthless, or if we were not good enough, or that we couldn't reach for the stars for that dream job because that's just not possible. So I truly believe that Archangel Michael here today is trying to tell us, trust the truth within yourself. Trust who you are. Trust that you are made in divine energy. You are worthy. You're worthy. You're special. You are the light in the darkness. You are the flame, the inferno. Believe that. I feel like Archangel Michael, this energy, if you could, so the energy around me where I am right now, it feels very, it's heavy, but light. It's light energy, but it's a lot. It's like our angels want us to know, do not, under any circumstances, give up. Pick up your feet and move. Allow the energy to move you into this beautiful place of uniqueness within yourself. Know who you are. We were not created to be in misery or sorrow, and I'm talking like forever. I'm saying we were created in an image of Supreme, the Most High being of light. And I feel like as human beings, we can drift so far from that for years. Let me see. What else do you have to say, Archangel Michael? Thank you. Archangel Michael is trying to tell us to trust our inner guidance. It's real. We're real. We know our own truths. We are truth. We are light. We are all powerful. I tell you, we are beings of, we can manifest. We have all of those abilities, but a lot of people don't acknowledge them because they're not sure, if they doubt themselves. You are a miracle. And It's important that we acknowledge and we see and we notice miracles every single day as much as we can. The air we breathe, the sky, the trees, the grass, the water. How do we have those things? I call nature miraculous. And so when we take the time to find something miraculous or a blessing or something that's beautiful, it's food for our soul. It helps us to stay grounded. It helps us to grow and to stay appreciative for things. Sometimes I get to a place, I'm human too, so sometimes I get to a place where I wish, why am I always in this situation? Why am I always finding myself in that situation? Find the good. I used to tell my daughter, or I still tell her, every experience that we have in this life and other lives, it is a stepping stone. Another thing that we've learned. And do we look at that thing in bitterness? Or do we look at it in appreciation? It's like when you're a child and your parent tells you, don't touch the stove, it's hot. Do you still touch it? Do you trust your parent? Or do you touch it? And if you touch it, you realize, I'm never doing that again. That hurt. So this is life. Spiritual journey, learning, growing, knowing that if that child hadn't heard from her parent or his parent to stay away from that thing that might hurt them, would they still touch it and get hurt? So you have to think about, if I hadn't had that experience, I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have learned a lesson going forward, right? Anything else? Yep. God is in charge. Guys, listen. You're an extension of your divine creator. And I'm going to say God because that's who I believe in. Whoever you believe in is up to you. But I know God is in charge. And so it feels very much like if we are an extension of God, created in that divine energy, that light, then why can't we achieve all those other things that we want? Why can't we manifest? We can. And that's what Archangel Michael's saying. God is in charge. Work with God to discover your true self, the magnificent, beautiful being of light that you are, right? Okay, what else? Anything else, Archangel Michael? You're on the right path. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it, does it? But Archangel Michael says as long as you are in agreement to stay true to yourself, to not be afraid to experience life and things that happen along the way, to have faith and trust that you are on the right path. Guys, I want to say this, and I'll say it, I've said it over and over again. If you haven't gotten that job, it wasn't for you. There was something that wasn't good for you in that job. It feels like there is something destined on your path, and it's coming. Because Archangel Michael says, look, you are protected. Your home is protected by angels. And I always feel like when I see this card, home is where the heart is. Your soul. You are protected by the angels. And it feels very much like we need a reminder that we are good, we are safe, we are moving forward. And admit the truth to yourself. Be honest. Open up to your truth. And watch your path open up for you. Watch you grow. Be truthful with yourself. Know that. And he can't say this enough. Guarded and protected. Wow. Thank you, Archangel Michael. I'm going to take a sip. Bear with me. Okay. I'm going to open up the soul cards, Talking to Heaven. I'll just show you. Talking to Heaven. I feel very connected to a deep energy that it feels like it's trying to heal us all, but it's also a deep energy connection within our own selves. What do you have to say, guides, angels, anything? Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Choose love. For many of you, I feel like there's an energy of anger or resentment or something, frustration. And as human beings, yes, we experience all of those things from time to time. But for some of you, I think there's a big clearing going on. And it feels like something that has been within your spiritual lifetimes has been kind of holding you back, but it's been there for a while, for a long time. And it feels like it's a big clearing. That toxic energy is finally breaking free so you can move forward. That's what this feels like. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. Choose love. Allow yourself to experience these purging of energies, these spiritual, how do I say this? Allow yourself to experience the clearing out of whatever it is. It could be ancestral. It could be something in a different lifetime that has not yet cleared itself out of your energetic path, okay? You might have inklings of something clearing, because I feel like you're seeing peaks of reassurance, knowing. That's so funny. As I said that, my mind is free. I feel like you're experiencing peaks of moments of a better future, something coming, something changing. And I feel like you're experiencing moments of maybe clarity, something maybe that's moving and changing, moving you to a different financial status, moving you into a different career level. For some of you who are, some of you are being called to action as far as a spiritual commitment to a calling, some kind of calling, being a spiritual guide or being a healer in some way that affects others. And it feels strong, like maybe you've been feeling this for a little while. You know that it's time to leave some kind of situation. And it may not even be you it may be the universe taking something away so that you can move forward and be free. Okay? I can't make this up. Archangel Michael is so great. Go forward fearlessly. All right? Do the best you can. Believe in yourself. I used to watch Olympics and those kinds of, and sports. And I was always amazed at how some athletes are so amazing and they just seem to have it all, right? How do they do that? And wow, how are they so successful? I want to tell you something. I feel like some people are gifted with they don't have a problem believing that they can succeed energy. And I believe that because they believe that and believe in themselves, there is no other option to not be successful. Because it's almost like they are born with a gift of passion for some sort of whatever it is that they're successful at, right? But for some of us, we have to work on that because we have been sort of programmed by life, by society to not believe in ourselves, to accept, I don't know, poverty, or to accept, I don't like the word failure, but, and I know people that are stuck in the past that have never gotten over or never moved on past a loved one that they lost. Everybody heals at their own pace. I'm not judging. I'm just saying some people refuse to move on. And by the way, I don't mean forgetting your loved one. I mean allowing yourself to heal and to move forward. That is what Archangel Michael means by fearless. Yeah, we're going to have those trepidations. We're going to have some of that. But he is saying, in order to clear the toxicity, whatever is trying to purge, allow it. Even if you are afraid, allow it to move out of your spiritual energy. Okay? Okay. I'm gonna it's interesting because I feel like there is some past life trauma that has been holding some of you back. And it comes through in this life. So the card that wants us to know, or the energy of this card that picked us, is imprisonment or slavery. I feel like a very strong feeling that a lot of you, and maybe even me in a past life, experienced imprisonment, or you were made to be somewhere or do something that you were not wanting to do, but you had no choice. And it feels like that trauma stayed with you. Now, let me put a disclaimer out there. I'm not a doctor. I am not a psychiatrist or psychologist. I'm just a spiritual person who is delivering a message, okay? But it feels like some of you never got over that energetically. And it has carried over lifetime after lifetime. But it feels very strong, like this energy, your soul is ready to boot it out because you're not moving in the direction that you would like, and it is exhausting for you. And it's almost like your soul is like, okay, it's like when, like right now, my car is on E because I forgot to get gas yesterday. It's not going to go for too much longer if you don't fuel it up. right? So I feel like your soul is like, okay, we're almost depleted here. Let's go. You're eternal. You can't die out. So we have to fix this. And it feels like something big is ready to leave your energetic path, okay? Something about being enslaved or being imprisoned. And it feels like some of you are feeling that now, like you feel imprisoned. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you can't move. You're not being shown the way. You don't know. But yet you know that something is coming. You just can't. You don't know when, and you don't know what it is. What's happening is your soul, you're getting ready to permanently remove this toxic feeling of imprisonment. Some of you may be feeling imprisoned with your own thoughts, your own self-defeat. Some of you may be feeling imprisoned by the environment that you live in. You may be feeling like maybe you followed the guidance that you thought was the right thing, but it's been taking so long and you haven't moved. You're not sure anymore. This is leaving you. This energy is leaving you. It's going to move out of your spiritual energy. And I'm telling you, you may have been feeling peaks of relief and you can't explain why. You can't understand it. Because you're still in the same situation. But Spirit says, this energy is getting ready to leave you. It's interesting. It feels, this is fated. It's fated. It is something that has to happen. Because your soul can't stay stagnant anymore. You've got to move. And this is what's happening. It feels like it's natural. It's not like it's something that you're like trying to find the magic answer to. How do I pull that out of my energy and move on? You can do some things. You can be in prayer. You can be in meditation. You can do, what do they call them? Mantras or something like that. And say every day, I will move forward. I've got this. Thank you, Divine Creator. I understand that there are some things I cannot see ahead, and I have to feel my way through, but please strengthen my faith so I can move forward every day. It's interesting because this journey, I'm telling you, there's never a time when we don't learn something throughout this whole journey, this path. It's like an open, it's like a lifetimes of education, learning, growing, strengthening ourselves, getting closer to your Divine Creator, getting closer to your own intuitives, what it is you're capable of. Yeah. I just looked at the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and the card that picked us is the Word Lord. Communication, praise, right? I don't think the dishonesty goes here, because that's not what is being conveyed. Well, actually, it feels like a truth, how do you say it? Coming to Jesus moment, maybe. Discovering something about yourself and no longer being, the dishonesty part to me feels like something that's being held back, not someone lying to you or whatever, but This message is about communication. I feel like God is trying to say, let's get down to it. Let's open up to our truths. Let's allow these changes. And the praise part to me feels like a reward from the universe for allowing ourselves to move forward, for allowing ourselves to open up to understanding and believing that we are capable of so many things. What else, guides? What else? Thank you. Yeah, you're being rewarded. The Rainbow Prince, compensation, perseverance, sorry. It feels like the message is there are rewards waiting for you. There is a lifetime of financial stability waiting for you. There is peace because you have been hanging in there, knowing that God will deliver, having faith and trust, working hard to stay on your spiritual path, even when times were not so pleasant, when the money wasn't there, when your lifestyle that you were used to isn't the same. Something is coming full circle, and you are returning to a piece of you that felt lost. You are. Okay? Is there anything else, guides? Let me see here. I feel like I want to look at the energy cards, but we know what the energy is right now, but energy is always changing. Let me see what energy is here for you. Ooh, thank you. Oh my goodness, what a beautiful card. It popped out and fell on the floor, but I'm going to use it because I feel like that's a sign. Victory. I feel very much like how do I say this? It feels like a long-awaited forward movement, a victory, finally I have arrived moment. One of those. I have arrived. Some of you, this victory is someone could be in a court case, but this victory feels to me like this is supposed to happen. You have risen above. You've allowed yourself to grow. This victory is you, right? Conquering something, being moved out of your way, and you getting to where it is that you've been envisioning. That's what this is. Don't you know you've already won, is what I'm hearing. You've already won. Welcome to the real you. I was going to say the new you, but I don't think this is the real you, where you're supposed to be. This message is, it's hitting home. It's hitting. There are these messages, I always learn and grow from these as well, but it feels like this is a huge change, victory, and please don't have that attitude where, oh, you know, she talks good, but it doesn't happen to me. If you put that out there, the universe is going to give that to you. Don't do that. Fight that. Don't do that to yourself. That's self-defeating. Anything else, guys? Anything else before I close this out? Some of you are pondering something, you're thinking about something. Go with it. I'm hearing it's not a dream. It's your path forward. Go for it. Whatever it is you're trying to do. It feels like some of you could be thinking about entrepreneurship, or it could be you're definitely tired of the rat race, whatever that is for you. And you have some sort of skill or something that you can offer that is going to feed your soul. But will it put food on the table is what I'm hearing maybe somebody might be thinking. Have faith and trust. It does feel like someone is very innovative or wants to create something. And the message here is, yeah, go for it. Oops. Bear with me. I dropped all my cards. Let's see. Whatever that is, it will be successful. Okay? It will be successful. And I feel like, so Archangel Michael says, ask. Ask. I'll help you. I'll help you discover your own strength. I'll help you to push away the doubtful thoughts. I will help you to raise you up to be who you are, who you're supposed to be. Make a commitment to you. Make a commitment to pull yourself out of wherever you've been. Make a commitment to let your spirit, your soul, soar, to grow. And if that means purging and it takes you in a direction that's different, then let it be. Anything else, guides, before I close this out? Let me just do one more from the past life cards. Thank you. Okay. I pulled the Mother card. It feels like some of you are born to be a leader in healing or teaching, and it feels like this has been with you in past lives. You may be in this life a teacher or someone in an educational field or something like that, but it feels very much like either you got away from it, or maybe your soul's pulling you back into something like that. But it feels like a motherly energy here, a compassionate energy that is lending itself to you. Okay? That's what that feels like to me. Is there anything else? It feels like some of you worry about hunger, not having enough food. And I'm hearing it's some of you might be really good with growing your own vegetables, having your own self-sustaining, I don't know about farm, but something similar. And I feel like the bottom line here is you're fine. You're going to be okay. You are going to be okay. And that is, I feel like if some of you are in that situation, you were in those situations when you were in past lives. And so I feel like that's another one of those energies that's clearing out. It's big, that fear. And the fear will be replaced with innovative ideas on how to self-sustain yourself, first and foremost, okay? Anything else, guys? I keep saying I'm going to close it out, but I keep feeling like there's something else. Let me see. Yeah, I feel like your living environment is I feel like it's not. No, I'm hearing there could be a change in your living environment because it feels like something is coming that's more aligns more with your soul. Okay, so a move to someplace away from where you are. I want to say the energy that aligns more with the richness of your soul. That's what I'm hearing. Okay? So all of those things from past lives, living maybe in a poor environment, not that there's anything wrong with that, but living in an unsafe environment or a environment that's not conducive to your growth has followed you throughout some lifetimes, and it hasn't totally, that feeling of fear of being stuck there forever has kind of been with you. So I'm telling you, these things are clearing out. Anything else? One last one before I go. Baby, we got a baby here. It almost feels like someone maybe, and this is sensitive subject, but some of you may have lost children in past lives or a baby, and maybe in this life the same, but maybe you've had trouble getting pregnant or whatever. All of that is in the past, and I feel like this is such a strong, like this time right now is time to shed those massive energies that have held you back. Okay? I'm not a doctor, so I cannot predict. I cannot say, yes, you'll get pregnant, or no, you won't. I cannot say that. All I can say is the energy that has held you back from being a parent. I feel like maybe the worry over that is going away. This could also represent new life, coming into something new and beautiful, okay? I think that'll be it for now. I am going to close this out unless I'm nudged to pull another card. I feel like this is the end of this reading. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you know that you are loved, and I'm happy that you're here. Have a beautiful, blessed day and days ahead. Let the sun shine down on you. Even when it's not sunny outside, you are the sun. Love and light to all of you. Namaste.